all we're doing. I thought we were to keep on the boat. So what's the deal? You still have your bow in the case. Aren't you going to pull it out and shoot or what?
You know what the deal is. You've been packing with me a long time.
Forget something?
Yeah, I forget something. I got everything. I found my hunting licenses. I got broadheads. I got everything all together. Forgot the quiver. I thought I put it in the camper. So I don't have the quiver, so I put my arrows in here. It's camoed. It does the job. It covers, okay? Any more questions?
Well, let's hope we didn't forget anything else, eh?
No.
Got a knife?
I got a knife. I got everything else. I got the canteen. I got some fruit, some bananas, extra clothes. Yeah, I got everything I need. I do believe. Man, what a beautiful. This is the thing about October bow hunting. Look at that. The leaves are coming off the trees. They're going to be cleared off here in another few days. It's beautiful. Temperature is just perfect. Well, good morning. How are you? You bite? Oh. One thing, they do not throw their quills. You have to be close enough for them to hit you with their tail. Those are all quills. You can see the quills right on the top there. Those are quills right up in there that are underneath those guard hairs. Those are sharp quills, and there's quills on the tail. In fact, all over the back. Those are quills. See the quills sticking up? You never want to get close enough so they can whop you with them, but they cannot throw them. We'll just pet him a little bit here with the bow. You never want to pet a porcupine with your hand. Always pet with the bow. Okay, this is gonna be cramped quarters, Maddie. Whoa, the camera's tasty. But I have some concerns about being able to shoot from here. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I can try it, but let's see if I'm sitting here. Boy, I don't know. I might be able to get it in through. Okay. But the question is, are you gonna have enough room?
Yeah, I can work around this.
You think?
Yep.
Because I should probably, if the deer comes in, rather than being on the bucket, I should probably kneel like this, I think. I don't know, I don't think the bucket would be the thing to be on because that'd take up too much room for you. Or tell me. Oh, I could do this.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
I could do that. Okay. Well, we have over here, we have apples down there on the ground. You see them down there, Maddie? They're probably 20 yards away. There's a salt lick in the middle. Now don't get all hyper, folks. That used to be illegal, now it's legal. It really doesn't do much this time of year. Carrots and sugar beets over there. The only reason I'm up in the tree stand here, because this is a ladder stand. This old man do not climb trees anymore. I'll go ladders, but that's about it. So this is all right. Try one more. Noisy. Got an idea, dude.
What's that?
I just finished this banana. I got the peel. I was thinking of throwing it down there on the runway.
And when the deer comes along and slips and falls, I can shoot it. Huh?
That might work.
You think it'd be worth a try?
Sure.
On Saturday afternoon, the weather turned cold and windy, the kind of conditions that cause deer to lay low. If the wind wasn't howling, the woods were pelted with rain. Wind and rain make the woods noisy and cause every leaf to move. Deer don't like that. They like calm days when they can see and hear predators. It's raining now. Now we can talk. Nobody in bow camp saw deer on Saturday. Sunday morning it rained and blew. Sunday evening was my last chance.
See it? No. Down over here. No. You can see the white nose.
The doe flicks her tail, indicating she's relatively relaxed. Now, I was relatively relaxed too, even though this was the first deer we had seen after 2 days of hunting this blind. Now, if the deer would walk over to the bait pile, it would be 20 yards away. Perfect range for a shot. And I'd already decided that I was going to take a doe if I had the chance. Now, I was not going to take a small buck, because the DNR's 8-point rule would mean that I'd have to shoot an 8-point with my firearm license. That'd be highly unlikely in the area we're going to hunt. So I wanted an antlerless deer for my bow license. See, I'm a meat hunter. I'm not a trophy hunter. My purpose has always been to put venison in the freezer. Antlers for the wall, that's never been my goal. That's just the way I am, and I don't apologize for it. It's a perfectly valid reason to hunt deer. Something was making this deer spooky. It sniffed the air, even though the wind was coming from its back, from behind the deer. It was blowing towards us in the blind. Now, there's no way that deer could smell us. It was physically impossible. Now, I wouldn't have thought that our old friend, the porcupine, would make a deer uneasy, but this one did. The porky had come back to the bait pile. That deer didn't like it. Somehow, a deer must instinctively know that a porcupine and its quills are dangerous. Now, this deer was in front of us for 10 minutes. Most of the time it looked at the porcupine, and it was obvious that it didn't like that porky close to the food. Now, I hadn't totally decided if I was going to take this deer or not, but I'd pretty much decided that I would until I saw antlers. Those spikes presented a problem. See, I wanted to take a doe. The buck looked to me like a 1.5 years old, but with very small antler development. See, this was not a button buck. The spikes were clean, just very small. I mean, I thought they were small, but in the low light, I really wasn't sure.
Those are legal spikes, are they? Are they legal spikes? No. It's a doe. What's that? Small. They're not 3 inches long, are they? No, about 1 inch.
I still didn't know what I was going to do. It was a legal deer, an antlerless deer, the kind the DNR wants hunters to take, but with such small antlers, it would probably never grow into a trophy. And the meat from a 1.5 years old deer is the best venison in the woods. That's what I wanted, but I'd only shoot if I had a chance to make a perfect shot. I still hadn't decided if I was going to take this deer or not, but I was going to have to decide right away. Now, if that deer looks towards me, I decided that I would not shoot. See, I didn't want it to see me release the arrow. It might duck away. but it was looking right at the porcupine. It would look ahead towards the marsh, then back to the porcupine, and when I knew it was distracted, I released the arrow. Oh, that seemed to be a perfect shot, right where I aimed it. Slow motion replay proved me right. The hunt was not over yet. As often happens, the deer ran out of sight.
Let's go. Right now.
What's that?
Go right now. Chasing right now. You rolling?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, it looked like a good shot. I mean, he turned, but he's carrying the arrow and it's out the other side. We got to chase him now. I mean, we got to go. The blood trail is there. Now's the time to do it. It's getting dark. I should bring my fanny pack with.
Yeah, I'm gonna call on the Rio, get some help.
Okay, well, I'm going to drop my arrow down there. And, you know, I'll carry my bow. Now, this is kind of a nerve-wracking, exciting time. Kind of shook up. I don't want to forget anything. I don't think I have anything in my jacket. I'm going to take my jacket, though. But it's time to get rolling as soon as possible. Now we've got the best chance to track him right now that we will anytime.
Okay, let me give the guys a call here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Matt over here in the condo blind. Fred just shot at a buck. He's ready to go chase it. It's just a button buck. We get some help over here, guys?
Yeah, this is Ryan. I'll be over there in a minute.
Okay, we'll see you then. Thanks.
This is, you know, I'm not shook up when it comes in and when I shoot. It's after I hit it. I mean, I find a hard time looking for blood. I've had this same experience before in bow hunting, and bow hunting is unique this way.
All the fall colors on the ground, all the leaves and everything, eh?
No, I don't know what, you know, I can't get with the noted hunters who say it's a spiritual experience and all that type of thing. I just find it just shakes me up to shoot an animal like that, and I know I hit it, and I know I have what I think is a killing shot, and until you find it, it just feels like there's a lot of responsibility here. Now, you don't like to screw around and wound animals or anything like that, and it's just very unnerving. But that's, I mean, my heart is going like crazy.
I think I jumped when you took the shot.
Well, I don't know, and what really bugs me is I can't focus and concentrate enough to look for a blood trail.
Do we want to let the Condells know, or what?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, get everyone on out here.
You know, it's hard to settle down, but I am a big believer in you chase the animal right now. See, I think it's dead out here somewhere.
Tom DeMero or Tom Daggert, why don't you?
I got the gang coming, so.
You got the gang coming. We're going to need the gang, because I can't. It makes it even worse when the bifocal's trying to look down and see a blood trail.
Oh, I bet.
But let's see, where was he here? He was coming, wasn't he here on this side of the?
Yeah.
And he was about right here, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
And I hit
Right.
him and he turned this way. Of course, I'd have to see the tape. He may have turned I think he turned this way and he ran off. And the arrow, I could see the arrow was all the way through him, and it looked like through the lungs, which is what you want. And a deer like that is, you know, when it's hit, it doesn't feel anything. It's just something like a mosquito bite or something. It takes off. And it should be, if it's a killing shot, he will get dizzy and fall down probably within 10, 12 seconds. But they go so fast. They can cover so much ground in 10 or 12 seconds. 150 yards, maybe 200 yards. We got to be able to find something. I mean, that thing really can't be that far.
Yeah, it can't be.
No.
It's laying down here somewhere.
I'd
but-
start back at the point again.
Let's cut in
Kinda.
to the grass swamp and go
See if
back.
it cut
Well, I'm going to go a little deeper this
I mean,
way.
go back to where it was hit?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the traditional way to do it.
Start from
Right.
scratch. Not even. I want to go
Yeah.
with you and follow you around
Okay.
the grass swamp, and then we'll come back in the grass swamp.
Okay, well,
I'll take.
And there's right there. See, we got it there. We got it there. Yeah.
There, it's definitely
There's
going
something
that
under
way.
there. Yeah. It's going that way. Now he had to make a turn.
Everybody in the bow camp showed up with a lantern to help me track. Tracking at night is slow going, but when conditions are favorable, success is just a matter of time. We marked the trail with toilet paper and ribbons. We used peroxide, and we tracked for hours.
Okay.
Jared.
Okay.
Running too.
Yep.
Blood trail turned on you.
There's.
Yeah, well, let just two guys go forward.
Yeah.
Really.
Go real
See
slow.
what that does now?
Be on this side.
Good trail.
Oh yeah.
See that turns?
Oh, hold on. Where you at?
Right here.
See how
Whoop.
that'll turn foam? It'll foam up.
See where it's foaming?
Oh, yeah.
It'll foam the blood up.
And what is that? What are you using?
Peroxide.
Here's some.
Look, see, here's a whole bunch of blood.
Yep.
You spread
Right
it,
there's a little drip.
it'll foam up.
Just take
Otherwise,
it slow.
it'll turn. Otherwise, it'll
There's
just it'll foam right around it.
You up on drip still?
Yeah, there's a lot of blood coming this way.
You hit the pines and turn
Yeah, just
to the
Got
west.
some right there on that leaf there, down on the ground there.
yeah.
Now the question is, did he go that way?
No, he went this way.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Did he go over? I think he would continue this direction.
Could be.
Because I think that's like
You don't know for sure, Tony? Okay, so that arrow came all the way through him. Okay, here you go down there.
Everything was positive. The tracking was slow but steady, and finding the arrow was a sign that the deer was probably up ahead, maybe within 20 or 30 yards. We all felt the deer had died very soon after it was shot. And on this chilly night, the meat would cool down. In the morning, I figured I'd take it to Bob Lucina for butchering. But after 5 hours at midnight, we reluctantly decided it would be better to resume the search in the morning. Anticipation turned to anxiety, then to disappointment, then almost to fear. By noon, I was on my own. The trail had faded into the leaves and forked into several possible directions. The hunt was over.